Alright, going for a walk here with Flint. Gonna try to do a round and see how he does, not pulling on things. We've got him on Cece's bungee leash right now. Not bad. We've got some school kids coming up. We're gonna do part of the walk at full leash length to see how much he'll pull or come back, and then we'll do take turns doing maybe heel walks or closer walks. He already did everything potty wise this morning, so he should be okay. But this will also kind of give him an opportunity to use the restroom again too, if necessary, at first. Okay, so far so good. You're okay, big guy. Hey, how's it going? It's all good. Hi, who's that? We'll go ahead and cross here since we got a bunch of kids coming this way. Expecting another super hot day, so we're just gonna start like this and stay. Okay, starting to pull a little bit here. Flint. Good boy. Come. Flint, come here. Good boy. He spat it back out. So not interested in the freeze-dried chicken treats right now. Good. At least he's slowing down somewhat on the leash pressure, which is good. Here's dogs barking. The one thing, good boy, that you'll see we're mostly missing, and there's a little bit more tugging there, is just the lack of focus, right? So usually with more focus, we'll need less leash work. Good boy, yes. So at least he is mostly slowing down under tension, which is good. I'm gonna try to take all the pups down the same path, and that way we can kind of compare and contrast the walking behaviors for each one, see how they're all coming along. It's gonna be another pretty hot day out, so instead of running today, I figure I'll just try to film each pup while out on a little bit of a walk before it gets too hot in the afternoon. Starting off pretty early at like 8 a.m. Actually got up at like 5 or 6 when everybody woke up, because everybody else in the morning waking up early, which was fun. Got to take everybody out to go potty, and just kind of went back and tried to get ready for the day. So now we're actually officially heading back out, starting the day. But at least now everybody's had an opportunity already to go potty, so I can actually take some more dedicated time with out with each pup without having to worry about the other ones. And try to rotate through all of the pups today, at least in the morning, and we'll also have Calvin's walk around noon as well. So see who who's up for another round of walking at that time. Okay. There you go. Just following his nose a little bit, following there. He is responding to the leash pressure, which is good. Gotta cut off these little ends here. So we'll do mostly full length / freedom-ish kind of walk on the way to the trail. Then we'll do a closer proximity hold walk while doing the length of the trail, and then we'll go back to a free leash after the trail. Not bad. It's actually a pretty nice morning out right now with the breeze and not being too hot. So hopefully the wind isn't too bad on the microphone. I would use the wireless mic, but unfortunately the pups got to it because of the dead cat that goes on top of it. It's like this furry attachment that helps to break up the wind noise. Luckily, they only got the attachment and the microphone itself is fine, but it means that it's about just as good of blocking wind noise as the regular microphone on this thing anyway. So instead of clipping that on as well, just use the onboard microphone on the camera. So, a little stuffed up, taking both allergy medicines. Probably take another pill when I get back and rotate out pups. Oh, there's a squirrel. What do you think, Flint? Cece would be going nuts right now. Be a good opportunity to practice with her. Flint seems a little interested. Not too much. Alright. So now that we're hitting the trail, we'll go ahead and get him on a closer heel walk here. Almost. There we go. Okay. Let's see how he does here. I'm going to just try to keep my arm nice and relaxed. Not too much tension. I'll also try to keep on the left side of the trail so that way he can smell things if necessary too. This handle here is really close. Luckily he's kind of tall, but even for a heel walk I'd probably hold it a little bit looser. Maybe not that loose. Hold on, bud. Hold on. Come here. So here he's definitely too far beyond the heel, so we're going to reset him. We'll try again. Might actually have to use the handle because the bungee is good for absorbing like impact from a distance, right? But it's not really good for control. So we might have to actually on here. And I'll also get this a little bit tighter on his neck so it's also not as much slack. So when I do want him to feel it, any kind of pulling or tension, kind of want it immediately and not delayed. He's got a lot of slack on here anyways too, so go ahead and tighten it up a little bit. Alright, and that should be better, at least for our purposes right now. Yeah, so now when I pull on him, pretty much the whole thing pulls up on his neck. Okay. There we go. little bit better. Good boy. All right. Yeah, this doesn't really let him even dip down to smell at this length. Kind of stuck next to me. Let's go ahead and try to reset this again. Trying to find good length on the leash that it's comfortable for me to hold in the same spot. It gives him a little bit of leeway, but not too much. Let's see how that goes. So can't get too far ahead of me. Okay, so a little bit too far. Go ahead and wrap one more. All right, let's go ahead and try this for a little bit. So if he does start getting too far, we're just gonna go ahead and do a circle, get him behind to catch back up again. It's amazing how much more dense the forest is here now on the trail. As soon as it became spring, I guess. Probably put on either some bug spray for the next round too, just to be safe. So doing better already. It also doesn't help on that initial part that it's really steep downhill slope, right? He'll naturally want to walk a lot faster on it. So here he's kind of being back to at least being a little bit more responsive to the leash pressure when he hits it. I'm just keeping my arm down to the side. Boy. So there, he starts kind of plowing forward, pulling a little bit too much. So I'm just going to turn, reset him, keep walking again. Same again. So the main problem, once again, is just the fact that we don't have any focus from him. Flint. Right? So what I'm going to do is just, we're not going to do any more heel work because he's just getting too much pressure, and all he's doing is just getting used to the pressure. Good boy. So we're going to go back to the full length leash. And that way, in case he does start pulling too much, when I do reset, it'll make a much bigger difference, because I'll be turning in a much wider circle, having him reset. So here, right, I'm just walking on the trail. He feels the pressure, keeps going back this way. Now the leash is nice and loose again. Whether or not we're walking close proximity or full leash length, that's what we're still shooting for, is for the leash to still be nice and loose during the walk. Whenever it's too tight, we need to reset that. I'm going to try to keep him with as little time under pressure as possible, right? So he doesn't learn to ignore it. The leash is nice and loose again, just walking. So this is a little bit better. It's a bungee leash, but you can still see when there's slack on it. And you can still see also when it gets tight and starts pulling. So this is better. Too much. Reset. Okay. Nice and loose. Too much. Reset. Good boy. This also makes it so he walks a lot more too. Gets some of that energy and the excitement. Right? Just resetting every time he pulls over too far. Usually what'll happen is if you do this with more force, it makes more impact and he recognizes the pressure more often or faster, right? But we're not really trying to punish him right now. We're just trying to get him used to refocusing as much as we can. He's all getting all tangled up now though. We got some other runners and stuff on the trail, so we'll go ahead and move over. Oh, no, we're good. They're going that way. There we go. All right. So pros now is just the fact that he is a lot slower, right? Now he sees the person running up there, he starts going. Good boy. Go ahead and make a big U. Reset back in. Pretty nice trail. Goes around all these baseball or all these sports fields. Got somebody up there running with their pup. Tried to do some running earlier, but don't have the right kind of gear for it. Need actual running shorts. Pause in a sec. There we go. Right. So starts going off without me. Resets him. Still not getting any focus, right? We'll keep going until we do. That time he got a little bit more startled because he accidentally hit the fence on the pull around. Good boy, there you go. A little bit slow, starting to pick up again. Now slowing back down, good. What we'll do is we'll rotate out two different cameras, so that way while one is recording, one is charging. That way I can kind of try to keep this rotation going. Good boy. I want to try to redirect him with as little effort as possible at first, and then later on during the week we'll use other methods and micromanage him more if he needs it. I just want him to try to soft reset as much as possible just on leash pressure and get him used to responding under really light leash pressure and either slowing down or redirecting. He's pretty good about slowing down, not too great about redirecting right now. Luckily, he seems to have like a little bit more of a naturally slower pace than most pups. Okay, good boy, this way. Just gonna keep it under him too. Oh, see, he's a little poodle. He's distracting the poodle. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and reset him. Good boy. There you go. Finally got him to look at me a little bit there. That's good. Good boy. That's going too fast. Very good. Oh, good job. All right. So see how he felt a little bit of pressure and almost started to kind of go back around again. Good boy. There we go. Getting them to slow down on little bits of pressure. So like I said, the main thing we're working on for this initial walk is just getting him used to redirecting under pressure. Good boy. Just exploring a little bit. Good boy. There we go. Don't want him to get into that water though. I'm just going to try to keep the same consistent walking speed for all the pups as possible too. Maybe slightly faster than most people's walking. Well, or maybe on par, because I usually walk pretty slow myself. So this might be regular walking speed for most people. Good boy. There you go. Good. So it's good to have the leash nice and drooped on his back. Just gonna go all the way around. Got another owner and their pup up there too. Feel like a good running pace might be good for Flint, but not gonna try that right now. He's doing well though. He's not pulling as much. Got one person behind us. Boy. Gonna go around the playground here. Luckily there aren't too many kids right now or anything, or else I would just pause and then resume as soon as we got past them. It should be easy enough to just keep the camera on the Flint here. Boy. Okay. Good boy. A little distracted. Not bad. Good boy. He's doing good now. The main thing we're just shooting for with Flint is just some consistency in his corrections and redirections when there is any kind of pressure on the leash. But this is super relaxed now. Good boy. Good. Did well slowing down there. See how long each trip takes as well. I'll probably be doing the boarding pups, Kuma and Cosmo, on a separate kind of activity in the court. And I'll take CC and the other boarding pup, Bagel, out on these trail walks and get them a little bit more tired. He's got another pup coming up. Hey, boy, bud. You gonna say hi? Sorry, he just wants to play. Good boy. You excited, big guy, huh? We'll let them go first. Come on. Good boy. He seems just a little bit interested there. Nothing really too bad. You can tell as soon as he hit the end of the leash, he kind of stopped too. So just a little bit of excitement, which is good. Could always try to redirect him earlier. Flint, good boy, right? And get him to not overreact in the first place. The other pup was interested too, so sometimes that doesn't make things any easier. It's a little wrapped up now, but not too bad. He definitely has a lot more confidence around pups, even when he's not confident and is overreacting. Before he'd kind of run and hide. Now he's holding his own space, which is fine. It's part of just maturing and gaining some more confidence and communicating with other pups how he feels. And he said his body language there was actually pretty soft, and just more so interested and excited than apprehensive. Right, the little bit of like movement, a little bit of barking. No teeth or anything like that. So pretty normal caliber of excitement, I guess, for a pup. It's good to see that he just didn't continue as well, right? And that would be very difficult for anybody else to like handle him. Whereas, just one momentary push forward and then a stop when he felt the leash pressure. That's pretty good. It's a little tangled up. Come here, Flint. Come here. Let me untangle you. There you go. Good boy. Good listen. So, once again, getting a little excited. The pup is still up there, so what we're gonna do is we'll let them kind of make some space first, right, before catching up. And now Flint may also just be a little bit more interested in walking faster, following the pup's trail, just being a little more excited than anything else. He's doing well still. We don't want to make the walk difficult for them as well. We just want to take that into consideration. So slowing down, letting them kind of linger a little bit, giving the other party a chance to kind of make some more headroom. Good boy. If he was a reactive pup, I would, trying to stay close so that he could see and then practice redirecting. But it's not the case in this one. He's got a little scent there. Good. Just let him catch up. He's interested in taking the path there. Yeah, it's definitely amazing how much more shade and stuff there is now that the trees all have leaves. Yeah, definitely feels nice. Might actually do this too for Calvin's walk later on, just because yesterday we did it at like 12 noon through the neighborhood, and that was pretty difficult. It was very hot by the time we were done. We only went about like 40 minutes or 45 minutes or so. But he could tell he just kept trying to pull towards home. He definitely knows where his place is, so it made it pretty obvious when we could take other turns to go, different ways down the streets in the neighborhood, but he kept trying to take the turns to go back home. So don't want to push it when it's too hot out for pups, letting them go back home and get some AC and get some water, reset a little bit. Always try to keep the sessions during the spring and summer hot months to shorter ones whenever possible, with more breaks. Helps myself too, just because pups still get a break, but then I go right back out with another pup to try to take a little bit of downtime and get some water before heading back out and resetting. So now we're going up the hill. Right, it's a very steep incline. You can kind of see between him actually walking around, being a little bit more tired. He still sees the pup, but he's not, as interested at all. You can peel his attention away back onto other random things very easily, and the pace is much slower. Good boy. Hi. A little bit of focus. That's good. I'm gonna let him stop and smell. I'm going for as much of a relaxing walk as possible while trying to keep things, corrective things, consistent. Yeah, so we're still working on developing good habits. Good boy. Yeah, we're really plugging along now. It is a very steep incline. It might not look like it on the camera, but this next part too coming up, you can kind of see it kind of snakes its way all the way back up to the townhouses up there. Good boy. We're just pausing so that way they don't feel rushed. Good boy. Bless you. Bless you. We got a session later on this evening from 1 to 7, or from 1 to 7, from 5 to 6. But hopefully one day this week when we have an open evening, planning on taking this guy and Cece to the beach, get some walking around. Sorry. He's usually pretty shy too, so just excited. Good boy. He's a pretty big guy. Hi. Good boy. You too. Good job, Flint. There you go. Good. So like much less reactive there. Just seeing the pup going on. We said we don't want to make things difficult for anybody during the walk. So, good boy. We'll head back the same way we came. You can tell he's definitely getting a little winded. Same with me. It's a good walk though. We're about 35 minutes in, so by the time we get back, it'll probably be about a 45-minute walk. So it's not bad. I should have time for the other two before Calvin's walk. I also have to factor in the other boarding pup session too. So I might do that first and then do the walk with those two. Just see how it goes. Might have to split it up and do a shorter walk for them and then do another walk in the afternoon. Want to try to get them all in the morning when it's a little bit cooler out. But hopefully shouldn't be too badly like about 90 degrees again today. In the shade with the breeze though, it's definitely tolerable for sure right now. Boy. That's good. At least he's still not pulling or anything. The wind's picking up a little bit. So getting out some initial energy seems to help out a lot with Flint. Boy. Does seem to get little pockets of excitement here and there. Nothing too bad. Maybe redirected a few times with a few turns. Trying not to talk when there's a big gust. I'll have to go around this truck. We'll go back on this side. Yeah, he's ready for some water too. I know, bud. Come on. We can get him some water back at home. Good job, big guy. This way. So, it's a little interested. Not bad. Pulling away from the sound. He did pretty good. As I said, I think the times when he was pulling, we were going pretty steep downhill, and we were having him trial on a close leash proximity walking, so very little room until there was any kind of pulling anyways. So that was probably not the most ideal times for it. So maybe now would be a better time. I forgot about that too on the walk back, having him close proximity. Yeah, this is much better here, right? He's more tired. We're not going downhill. We can keep it actually a little bit loose too, which is nice. There's a bicyclist. Hopefully we'll run into some more of those for Cece's walk sometime. Alright, so just keeping them close to my side here, keeping my arm nice and relaxed, and letting the leash do the work when he gets a little bit too far, and just having the weight of my arm be enough to kind of correct him and keep him in line right now. A lot easier. Good boy. Yeah, this is definitely much more ideal. We'll have to try to remember that for the other pups during the walk too. Got a little sidetracked because of the interactions and the other pup. Getting a little ahead. The leash pressure brings him back in. Good boy. Gonna try to, since most of these are all gonna be one takes, gonna try to just get this one at least offloaded, and then get the next camera going. And then when I go back, start processing that footage while offloading the next footage. Hopefully the camera will be recharged again. I'm still at 100%, so I should be fine to rotate like this. It'll be charging a little bit too when it's plugged in and the files are transferring back at home. So yeah, no, I should be able to rotate 2 cameras out all day today without any issue. Yeah, pretty good. Good boy, Flint. Yeah, good boy. Alright, we'll go ahead and pause here. Flint, you say hi to your mom? Yeah? Good boy.